one of the things that's so amazing about internet video and OTT right today is that the power has shifted dramatically to the consumer in terms of being able to discover and move from content to content independent of the network, independent of where it's distributed, because I as a consumer have the choice and I'm not locked in, right, to some extent. And that freedom is something that both media organizations and, I think at one point consumers, especially with all the fake news kind of drama that's gone on, get worried that they're losing some of that flexibility. If your content channels, live and die on social distribution, and we know what the distribution curve looks like in terms of the social platforms, to what extent are you worried about the performance of those networks being completely dictated by Facebook and Google?
If you look at how people use Facebook today, and that's a problem there, they share less and less personal content. And there's still 1 billion people going to Facebook every day. So those people, they need content. And Facebook, maybe there's a discussion around that, but it's not a media company yet. So they need also content providers, and we saw Facebook for the first time paying publishers to produce content on their platform. So I think there is a shift here. There's the beginning of a shift. And so you need to fill those people with content, and as long as you're producing and creating content that people love, I see content distribution more as an opportunity than as a threat.
The shift isn't just beginning, it's happened, right? Like the fact is, beginning with privacy concerns in 2010 with Facebook, I mean, the algorithm has shaped over time to move away from reverse cron. The same thing happened on Twitter, the same thing happened with Snapchat, the same thing happened with everyone with Instagram. It is focused on, and look at what's happened with Dailymotion and too, and what we're doing to reposition ourselves in the marketplace as a place for premium content. It is not necessarily about focusing on creating new brands to be social first, but rather capitalizing on the trusted brand that you have as media companies and positioning your writers and the content that they produce, or or your editorial team and the content that they produce, to really be focused on capitalizing on this new platform approach where the focus is no longer on UGC content, but rather news, media consumption, what we drive consumption habits to be as platforms like Facebook or Dailymotion, for example. Like the stories there, the signals have been there for a long time. All of the publishers have adjusted their strategies to basically become mobile first, social first, because Facebook is no longer a place for just personal updates.